Ya nkofo ha me se me bo mu video so awo ye mmehyew.
Staba radio ne de na me ye no me dem kakra.
Okay.
Na me ya na me de afa WhatsApp. Na record portion be no mato amane om.
Oh.
Na obi abusa me se we adwuma we no twa omo ntro se o me ne kwamna obi ansa. Sata na obi ansa show obi nso boss pa wo. Ya Agbo FM. Ti me se me ni obi ansa na ye adwuma.
Na boa.
Me no besia spiritually and physically I'm ready for you. Na be hu say yes atankuliga biga me nye obi adi me di agro.
Sata na Owusu bempa. Aboa papun wo still show bi wo Happy FM.
Okay.
Na ono so ye na adwo so wo Kwaku stande MP wo Asante Achem.
Ntina
Na mfa chiri.
Okay.
Me call ye na Mr. Adimani ho. Na mkotwa ntro kire kwasi sapon se.
Okay.
Mr. Adimani se mbetene mu Owusu bempa.
Oh, okay.
Luckily, omo frame Mr. Adimani no mfa. Ana kwasi apon se mi ntimi fa Mr. Adimani me twa ntro ba na etro.
Okay.
Mo se eye Ghana ha no. Ensantwere adwuma no. Ebi di wo mu afu enenam. Sa akofo no hu wo ma wo hia wo ma wo hu wo mo. Wo mani bre sika. Wo mani bre ajapade. Wo mo kasem wo hu. Wo mo ne ye wo hu. Wo mo dimina. Wo mo wo TV so ana say I mean Facebook live wo hu a wo hu. Wo mo pre. Yesi ube ye nyuna yeden ye nyunu oba ye so anu wa yeden na wa yesi me baby am gina na ho na me gina o me change from day one ya me say me de me ye for NDC John Mahama na ho na me gina me nya sa twirafo na sabe o madane o mo prostitute ende me di ba wo mi achi echina me di aya ananachi echina me de NDC achi echina me di na nado achi no integrity ne credibility no is here hana Ghana fo nyina omohwe ana hana Ghana fo tie platform ne yakese eti bi kwatena na omo kofa eye dono bi na omo bubom na omo nu omo ho na hwe da bio ya hana yakasa yeto a eko haso na benifoni nyina yeden etie journalist ya wontumi emfa takuni simpoa ene na nadwene journalist ya wontumi emfa kanse sana adwene journalist ya wontumi emfa fie se sana adwene efie ha na wo one to wo ne wo kasai watch my lips meno no etigana ha isa Excellency John Dramani Mahama wope ebusua o ma bobra pa na Ghana ha ni badodo se na isu private jet wo Ghana ha Ibrahim Mahama mo chemu businessman o Ghana ha we are bigger than engineers and planners Ibrahim Mahama mo cheme na Sharaf ne dia ni Ibrahim Mahama Sharaf Mahama Jo Mahama PSA no ne dia ni Ibrahim Mahama. Power to what? To the people. Yes. Many abaya me dey. Me senior brother and me junior brother ne buy me back. And when say abratie sa aya jumedia organize ye aya fa Jesus sabi obi a wabodam waya kana mai batie obi a wabodam ana waya kana ma ba and a better negative thing about the abratie yeah. I lifted the flag of Ghana high everywhere around the globe. Yes. But wa kwa ne papa okwa Ibrahim Mahama ho. Wa kwa Ibrahim Mahama bakwa Afed ho. Mesi abusua no ma bobra. Wo mu te say obi a obedi president no na taku ne sempo akora no woni bi o. Na wa bre ansan wadi. And then as answer and santra for na akom di wo ma di wo mafu enenam no. Omo tibida. President ba di otumi organize we Ghana ha because a president ba. Baga biga for nkramama satama na kufuado ne ma ye duty 3 edema duty free di ma omo e watem na 3 no Akufo-Addo ne na ne papa ne besi e yetem na 3 airport no bedi atuo na executive secretary amu akwata no kwa position bayi Akufo-Addo abusuafo akwa no omo wa abem no omo ya more than 100 Sasa twefo no omo dane na omo kwa ha na chiroma ba omo kwa ha meme mo obi adi na ma glorify no on this platform I don't have time to message their names. Greetings to my good brother Obama of Angel FM. No. Angel FM ni Angel TV. Obama, level-headed. Fantastic brother. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to my good brother Aya Paka of Oyerepa TV and Oyerepa FM Kumasi. Na mwa nsuru ni nyana wo no ye omo hu bibia fa joma ma busua mo na ye 5 kura omo de omo so omo hu hwe omo besisi omo asono mo afra wo mani no ma ba bonta be kasa be se me kwase asem no I will stop them. You see the time I obo bi adin emra ne ye now and obi a oba misbehave now by wo be cancel fi bia fa joma hama ho no sankofo no mo nya ready hankofo ben mo Masobaya show my mutai. We have 4 years who Afenyo 6 months. The most satisfied the jandam ne ba moba bre a combat the most watch it. Yes, maybe I'm not in a one mobatanasa. Yeah, if you're able by any one at 1 area by a 2 jamahwana modasote. Yes, me kasa minim de America me 2 minim baby am ye 2 na de so ya bema no wahia ye komo kasa atese de ewiase ye omo dia atese de kuntan so hwini ho me ko minimum mo ya de fa sei azuma nasi wom bukumba ku wom Joshua Klote adena ya fe ama wiase nyina abojo ma ama ba ya baso this am punching nyai ya omo ehu adefe ya lifted the flag of Ghana high no omo na be kasa eti adefe we and look at the number of sponsors yet yeah eti me shani pankran emabunu ne the youth wo ye na giri so ye bibi pa ye ka bibi fa ne hopa na abu nipa na bam Tunya obi a ususumu adin te said ya memeti ya misusumu adin a wo ye me hwe anya yie na wo mo bayi wafiri ho anaso mo be bra wase. That is why we are today. And no na ma o man we anya yie no nya twom no do so too much anya asimese ba akoya dwo Mahama ba de da bi glory ne de emfata no ti antobo mo no oye lodina ba on kanipa ho waya de na ya fa enye ba me say empempem do wa empempem so betawo ya se ketewisi esri dudu owura ewiase Yakobon say wo stars no ebe shine a ya do kwasham pass kura wo suruma na be dan ebe pie and my younger brother Sharaf me catch wo suruma na fa na pie na ba be ni pakase titru e o man we mu obaba be ni patitru e o man we mu yesi de wa so no anya dai o tie amani be phone to my perfra live on TV as was it and power 97.9 FM nyame tiase nyame wa dai what tiase wo ye nyum sa twefo wa Ghana ha wo mo je bribe to survive me have my credibility yes me kasa minim dia meka Timmy from me say Ghana must go back. Beje me say I don't need it. Beje car me say I don't need it. Beje fear me say I don't need it. That is Mugabe. Ya nkofo ha me say me bo mu video so a we yam show. Some mo kafa ba me ho, some mo kafa Akufo-Addo ho, some mo kafa Akufo ho. And no matter turn no matter NDC. Yes, it say there NDC, Mahama. Nothing. Aside within 2 months, Bibi Kakrabe exchange ya. We your stomach journal. We your baga bigger journalists. Yes, say he who the cap fits. Why are they? Vantuaso. Any time bia ya be jandam ya benya time ama jandam for no. The whole Ghana hand will be 80. There's no platform. A year 3 to 6 a year bigger than this platform. But bia be fa bia hand will be 80. It's Excellency John Dramani Mahama but munya ne life for mano. Yes. Yawo president for ma be di o ma we so. Wa omoma e play e wo Ghana ha. Ba wo president ya. Wa kwa no saba. Ya prebusuafo e wo na ba ma wutimi kai mi ansa. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Wo credibility. Yano for in opposition at that time. Let's be reflective enough. And some form of Ghana family and friends who call home in our jobs. Bawa Kwana na Busuani or your mama memum. And now we aid to the president. Tiwana Motwa Yampia can some phone. Just say Yasumamo. I come back the match. I come about the match. And me pass about glorify a man for be wa. By your and for be wa. Tesa a year Obama. And I did in Yasa, the Angela Fem. My friend is saying Saddick Obama, right? Sports Obama. I brought in Yami Beshia what to her. Sports now ye. And I what free more about politics. Obey to send me what. Miss Obey to send me. Award on my jazz, I say me kwadam pre award into my jai me pebium. UK me G2, ha my jaja, me see me pebium, my jaman kwadano omonye. Me shefugu anu omone me pre, womone me pre, and I miss me shefugu, na my ati se Mugabe, obua, ha me she t-shirt to kwara me betra, spirit in a woman mono, obua, mi janu to me and me honda. To oba, with the side and the baha, obako. Ye shefugu mufugu ya shefugu nso a ye na mo bansiri bia na yasene ringa hodo bia na yasene na so anim de bi mo ye se nyagopon wo de achade afiri soro ma wa asase so obi atime sesa hwio ensoro ma na be shane saa isi fugu no maja ahye eno so amanfo nte ase me ja fugu na mankwada no adwuma ma ya 25 years me ka se mo nkwada ye ka senior journalist wo Ghana ha wo kan obayim de afiri mu ana. Hey, no. Muntie we. Me dey unko wi amanfo no gase me mama support. Obana support we mabusa wi ase. Say 500 million. Na be mam say. Na what me mama be 200 million. Now go find get problem say can the check go defend my Afrifa come and to me HMP say me could defend the corruption here then it must be worth it. So I don't need it. Please, I didn't call for this. A stupid guy who, I mean, in Ghana who doesn't respect anyone in this country. Who is he? Brother Papa Ben away wabo. Ofori we wote tanta he kura no if you na wutimu kwa library na we illegal connection. You think we don't know? Utimi nya right ebedi jo Mahama about him. Ofori sa no. Mo be ama mebuafu me say I don't want to play anything about that useless guy. Tanta he na te honso na metie. If you na wutimu no na ofia na illegal connection na wo ye. Ofori te sa wo. Moja kwa we no anam kwa China. Wo dey some force ha e wo Ghana ha. What do be a time or Ghana? So much journalists like you. Would you want to tell you for Ghana? Would the captain smart at time and do be a time? Every officer, what you about you say, we are free. Bagger bigger like you. Father was on our best year. Bagger bigger like you, Mr. Father was on our best year. About flu, our Ghana. Now, but what's the most in Banana in India? Buana Bill. Move to see the jam or Ghana. I'm a mama trade on Mahama so Ghana. So much journalists like you, if you are not by whom, and I'm seeing me both video say ofia and some better if you okay ya ube dwane. Yeah, ube dwane and have all the videos. Who do a phone and only credibility be our gun ha. And I mean what Baomia, a Sammy wa Alan, a Sammy wa Mia Kufado, a Sammy John Mahama. A comdo. Pabra Pabinabo. Baby, I was who did a yaw heno hono. Say Bonfos and why I gonna one. If you do a sentence, you Kumasi fear him Kumasi. So we are Santa Maya this year. Quacher baby will fear you Kumasi. What about breast if you Kumasi? Quacher ho. Nakra Quacher baby about breast if ye. Uganda be a sorry and open so cassette John Mahama Ghana. NCBM and Miranda a C. Matthiasim is NCBM. Sergeant Dama Jumana Maya Madresa Mobile or Ghana. I will stop all of you. Yes. Uba to you fear and of fear now Kakoi. Now this over Trahasufia. Uba and so one Alcoy. Uba a one Alcoy, one a palm was a one Alcoy. Say me wa medical hwan enti me meba 2 days meba 3 days. I would general manager here. Me nam di days ni bi kan ho. Oba haso bia ni wanya problem busumi so ani etwa ka pepepepepe. Na so ahomaso a wo so na fa won ko ba bia. Ahomaso no emfa won ko ba bia. Wo tempanifo ma wo tabasa basa wo eta wo to jaya wo tabasa basa su edi hene. Wo dwan ba wo di hene wo hefa. Na onama na wo send it threat say Mugabe ni mishia na meet me anywhere and make a wrong move that day you be see wo dana nadwoa bo wo se mosini ba na oni di agoro no baga biga nipa na wo misi wo ba fia ehu wo ba to ya no na masa ya na chale watane na ya shade na nam hawo me catch am what to play nya play fa wo ba to ya hana me mitimi fie me bato watantra he baby a wote no ehwa na oda so te me se Kumase kwakire me mase mo Kumase me ni pia no ma che me fie no ma wo so a che me fie wo Kumase ne ehunu sa asanteme mu ye nyina ye so amefo so ame ne tete yen ipo fu bia wa ma obra bia wa sori a now I mean when you opportunity be now I mean o cancer phone ever John Mahama ho make that wrong move in this country be an national security but pick it quick. Yes, it takes some of us. Abrawo, some of us to intervene for you. I'm saying it here today. It takes some of us to intervene for you. Tabeshe mawo, and no peer about so yana cancer phone. Some Mugabe so ya no flash. Wo drive me flash over the car na me flash over you fake. Cancer phone for your mama who Ghana ha na busu afọ hu biem. Me no besia. Spiritually and physically I'm ready for you. Na be hu say yes atankuliga big amenye obi ade medi agro masamabufu videos amepe Saddick mo aye Obama mo videos nsan papa mo ka eno na mepe tie enye wei ofuru we medi ni video ya dai bebre wo fia di okan wa platform we fidie we so bebre wo ha yeta mo bia ngo ankansa fi fa jama ma mo kufu adon no kwasa na mo pe no mo kufu adon no na mo pe no ana bomu tire so no go gina Kumase Bob janda anemo ne eta na mo beta amfuti ni pema na wuyi from abone kwase asa no odwan ba mo de ho me pese me di share mo pa no mo hu I want to meet them physically na me che mo se bibi wo wiase wo je ba ko a wo kofie na akoda na ade echewa na che se menya tankoliga biga yes me de me ko physical and spiritual me ni usi edi si ani edi si ani ewi ani ewie no obi akọ ne baabi akwa ne yefun and your power way emre bi atwam na wo munya media space na no mu di John Mahama tam wa yakrofo jolo NCBM that time is over. I'm now the commander of the airwaves in Ghana. Media space na mesemaje platform papa na meteso make a wrong move in this country you see where power lies. I'm sending the warning to you say make a wrong move and you see where power lies. Sa untoto ani nyina bedu dum ni nyina no anwo se tumi bi wo baabi untoto ana akwatra so ana wudi sanfo no ye bedu dum ni nyina no anwo se tumi bi wo baabi paga biga. Yes, the spirit is back. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, who share memo papa akoso. Ya fish for upgrading Ghana and credit rating. Now baby as I say, ya deya. Upe we na dia baby am na ope. Upe we dia baby am na ope. Fiscal and debt management and atumi aboa improve domestic revenue mobilization. I mean upe we under this administration dia biam na ope. Ti jo mama ba koye bibia nya ni pafe. Wanya ni papa baby a mo ti se we mu. No mo cancer for mo ni credibility. Omo ni credibility. Me se minim omo nim ti se me pure twice. Omo ni credibility. Yes. Me woman obeka sanfo afo mo te say de omo me class ankofo no wo me catch you plane fa. Yes, we started from somewhere. 25 years in this industry. Chira me de why na me so me chira me de why. Baby amobeko bia mo de anim guase no free ho. We have the credibility. You can integrity you will be. Yet ne Omukafe President John Dramani Mahama waka afa upgrade of Ghana's credit rating. Yenti.
There's equity, innovation, and dignity. On macroeconomic recovery and fiscal governance, Ghana's economic outlook is rebounding steadily. Our administration remains committed to restoring macroeconomic stability through prudent fiscal management, enhanced domestic revenue mobilization, and expenditure rationalization. Working in partnership with the Bank of Ghana, we're stabilizing inflation, stabilizing the CD, and pursuing debt restructuring strategies to restore confidence and rebuild the fiscal space for development. These efforts are yielding fruits, and only yesterday the Fitch Rating Agency upgraded Ghana's credit outlook to B-, stable outlook. We're also pursuing regulatory and institutional reforms that promote transparency, reduce inefficiencies, and expands our fiscal base. We appreciate the EU's ongoing support in public financial management, domestic revenue reform efforts, and anti-corruption. All these are essential pillars for sustainable growth.
Wakwako ushi we shall bag me achi wa wo frame se memwa. Sa 77 kwase messages no. Ukonu mu wi ni achi wa men frame. Ukonu mu wi ni achi wa men fa phone test me say wanchi mun jeli no. Wi num ene red no hwan no say we obi a ubusu ene be me na say kwachewa ukwo ni achew ukodi bone ukwo wi ade na achew. Don't call me say muga my post for no kabi ma me no modi me ko adan a na wi hye me bag mu wabodam woni me na kwanu mu wi no o pass me wonu mu wi ni achewa be there. Don't call me ukodi bone ni achewa be there. Don't call me. Let's always do the right thing. Who inside the way a year we suja no so nya no obenum. No na wonom ne achewa wo from Mugabe se menye den. Me you. E ma me say asem no. Me bodi obi abete e ma me say asem no. Joma makasa wie. Na ene chief of staff Honorable Julius Debra dache hene 2025 Automobile Summit no. Kopi mu asia wa Accra International Conference Center ya o deliver a keynote address yentie ensema dache hene chief of staff Honorable Julius Debra ya kasankasa ye boss odi tudwa ene.
The President of AAG, distinguished chief executives, members of parliament, thank you very much for having me here. I've been asked to represent His Excellency, who would have loved to be here, but due to other engagement, he's asked myself and my other colleague, Honorable Stan Dobwe, who happens to be the Deputy Chief of Staff in charge of operations. At least that tells you the importance the President attaches to this event. And so we just want to assure you that we are here to listen and to also take issues very seriously. But let me start with one of the little stories. You know, as someone who spent over 8 years driving around the country, sharing the same vehicle with the president. You can imagine the number of conversations that we've had. Because you can't sit in a vehicle from Accra to Kumasi without talking about something. But I want to share one of the Renaissance, what I call Renaissance stories that the president shared with me. I call them Renaissance stories because it ends with a rebirth and encourages us. So he was telling me that in the early 70s, there was a gentleman called Emmanuel Owusu who had a company known as COÜRT Motors. And there were quite a number of them, and a lot of vehicles were being assembled in Ghana then, in the 70s. In fact, COÜRT Motors did so well. They were representing Volkswagen. They did so well that there were a lot of golf cars all over the country. At that time, the president then had cited a survey that suggested that if you empower women, they are able to advance with whichever capital you give them. So as a result of that, most women were able to buy golf cars. We all heard a funny story about it. The truth of the matter is that when production is done in the country, a lot of citizens are able to afford brand new vehicles. And so what you are doing now indicates a rebirth to what has happened in the past. If it had happened before, it means there's nothing to stop you from doing it and being successful at it. Apart from creating jobs for the citizenry, we believe that if you are able to manufacture new vehicles, it also gives dignity to the citizenry to pride themselves from using new vehicles. Now, the concept I like about what you are doing is that vehicles for Ghana. Any investor that comes into Ghana can look into the West African sub-region, and I'm happy to hear from Mr. Pipra that already you exported some vehicles to La Côte d'Ivoire. And so the thinking of the president is that if we can give any necessary support, in our mind's eye, we should be aiming that we are not going to be a hub for producing new vehicles, but we are going to be a hub producing vehicles for export into the other West African sub-region. Because obviously, if somebody is in Burkina Faso, he would rather prefer to import his brand new vehicle from Ghana than probably importing it from Europe, if our prices are right. And so in order not to make this look like one of the regular talk shops, we are here in the name of the president to reassure AAG that let's move this further, do the rightful engagement with the presidency, and let's practically analyze and agree on the best way to move this forward. We are committed, the president is committed, and whatever it takes for us to grow this industry, we promise you we'll make sure it is done. But looking into the future, we also encourage you to, in the processes, possibly consider the introductions of EV and other things that will minimize the use of fossil fuels, since that's becoming the order of the day. And we believe that definitely as industry players, you are already considering things like that. As a government, we will definitely make sure that the rightful incentives are provided, because literally our thinking is that if you have a hen and it lays an egg and you decide to eat the egg, your chances of getting more chicks is going to be non-existent. However, if you decide to let your hen hatch the eggs, pretty soon before you turn around, you will see that you have a lot of chicken that you can sell and use. What am I trying to say? All I'm trying to drive at is that if we come together and we think that we should give you additional incentives so that you can plow back and be able to invest some more, within the short, medium term, I believe Ghana as a country will be very happy for taking that wise decision. And so our doors are open for us to have meaningful conversation so as to be able to move this forward. The final thing I need to say is that the President of the Republic, who himself believes in private sector development, because partly he grew up from a home where his dad was an entrepreneur. It's not the regular thing we say, politicians, that the private sector is the engine of growth, private sector is the engine of, and that's it. That is talk shop. He actually wants to walk the talk. And so once again, I'm throwing the challenge to Mr. Pripra and your team to make sure you engage government appropriately so that we all benefit from such a beautiful initiative that you started. Once again, we wish AAAG very successful in all the endeavors you undertake, and individual investors and vehicle assembly companies that are here. Please, you have our word. We are all ears, and whatever we need to do with you to make sure that this becomes successful, we will do. Thank you, and God bless you.
Fantastic. Man with integrity. And young one say, "Me know we are Juma." A young one say, "We are my boss," because who are who Brassier, ewo wodo wa kumapa. She brofo. On kasawo, o brand who ase. Nesu she. O kamba kupa na baby ayidin. Now we say sa. Chief of staff papa no. Yes. To woni na ntimi anya adwuma na we kohwini. We papa we woni na ntimi anya adwuma na we kohwini. Odi ofu benante sa. Adwene pa woni tirim akoma pa o abadaye. The tembia meka kire say hwe nipa wo matwa president ni nwahia no. So be hu nipa ba kopa efin bi wono ho. Ye mame Mariata. Honorable Sekre Sandogbe. Wo betain nipa na wo de ntia opese wo de tan no. Yes. Dr. Callistus Mahama. Very firm. Very disciplined. Brahma Mahama. Udu Jubilee House, I want to say, I mean, from my ebo hono, who say change be abagana. COP Kofi Boat retired, and there was a police council member, board of Dasubi. Should you mama appointees? On your kata se share prayer, untime fan chechire ni mani nyi. Ye ba ye no ye da so timi se ya. Ye da so tim. To di adwen bone ba, o di adwen bone beko. Sabe me wo hey. Wo di adwen bone ni free baby ba ha. O di obese wo achieve no tumi achieve until you go back. Because spirit and enemy dey need timi nyepe. You go back. And you be hu ye no. Ubenye nipa wa akoma pa, wa adwen pa. Now I your boss. It is so you be na say when you be a one brasia. No. Oba obeko. Atomo mo wa ho brasia. Wo mu kwa obi a wa ha bi a wa ho brasia. Kwa na obi a ekosoro. Piese okra na we morning show host. Bepaso ene Owusu political show. Kwa me ka ewo gold board. Wodi adwe pane akoma pasuma ewie wuye na si wuye na sa wodi adwe ne bone eka ho a baabi a Mugabe wo no spirit no ntumi nyam te wo bekọ wo bia pamo wa obedwane beka se wo medical one anti doctor see we e na pese okosu ade wo boa wo bedwane ena moko bisa baabi ana me ye adwuma no nipa miensa ene wuye me wodi me ho agora ene wo bewu wo boa wo boa wo bakọ ene kan Ofori ata ne yira kasa o ma semre ko ade utia na ya simbio Kofi o ma we ske o se aje sisi o mo passport nyina satunu ma ye busy wo yoko we asentwire ni na kansamfo a ne achew won what you say ne achew ne mra ne wadi o publish false information ne mra ne wadi eno ye criminal charges ne dey ato so he who alleges must prove ultimately approve ne ajelo no watene Maase period we see dey see 20 13 14 15 6 abc mo discipline. Ebetra masa nsajira for na omo tetetete eye studio eye flat mo a omo ni omo ya omo ba na eye hwe that bida kasa dweso kasa kuntan dwe kuntan hwisu ni ho Because you did chini dinachi abodam. Omo bakoto na bakoto. Obeto me house general manager. Still am position in society. Oba ha obi di chini di wachi. Ujan. Obviously they grow under this administration. Yes, some point we asu ewo heavy mu. Ye ni sa time no. Jomama oni na busuafo ma suffer too much in this country. Jomama wa busuama ka wompe. Shara for you aka wompe. Kan of ya taira kasa yentie no.
A real trooper and has and is just sort of going through the steps of recovery which the doctors expected, and so we're very pleased that this is happening, that he's going through well. We know that he has quite a bit of pain. We know that he has to walk gingerly, as it were, and we know that we have to make sure that his wounds don't get infected. So those are just sort of the things that one has to go through when one has surgery. I think that they're expecting that, he'll be much improved after a while when the wounds heal. Then there will be a period of about 3 months when there's observation going to happen, and hopefully after 3 months the recovery will be complete. The very first time we gave the OSP, we had first told the OSP that we would be we were in the US, we were doing investigations, and therefore we would not be available on the first date he gave us. We had told him that. But he wanted a date by which we should be there to see him. And so, knowing that we would have to do a biopsy, we gave him the possible dates after which Ken would have recovered from the biopsy and we would come. But we always knew that if the results of the biopsy were not good, then he would have to undergo surgery as quickly as possible. So that's what happened. We've got the results of the biopsy. We talked to the doctors about the next steps, and then we got in touch with the OSP. So that is what happened. It wasn't an attempt to keep moving it.
We Okatakyie Afrifa. The Okatakyie say enye ne den. Woni ye hwehwe o. Na bia wo bia mo fa ne mra. Na obi wa asori dem yekofa no. Na obi yare yekofa no. Obi ye jeli no no da dialysis so ye de ne koi. Kan Ofori ata wanye nipa nsi no obi a. The charges na omo eka no mo de aba no. Ombra no me ya no.
Ti manfo ne hu ye na obi bisanfo ye adwuma wo he no twa to so woni bobi ansa na ye adwuma meanwhile no wo anti wo de tro.
Yes, yes.
In the group. Wanya formal training bia.
Afrifa, ye ben pa na start radio.
Sama radio ne dia. Oh. na me ye no me dem kakra.
Okay.
Na me ya na me dia fa WhatsApp. I record portion bi no mato amane om.
Oh.
Na obi abusa me se wo ya adwuma wo en metwe wo ntro se o me ne kwam na obi ansa. Sata na obi ansa show obi nso e boss pa wo. E ya go FM. Ti me se me ni obi ansa na ye adwuma.
Na boa.
Na boa. Tiene na mwa na. Unya line se akwa na ye good.
Okay.
Aha. Ana outlines and pages Mr. Wenkot. Or this some program be koto so ento atwano.
Aye.
We chanto atwano masa no mafini.
Enti radio pa.
The radio no enamu na 2016. MPP4 campaign ya na mkosa mekobwa.
Okay.
Na man be a friend Mr. Ajimai. Debi ameka asem say the opese oye owiase bia no. Wantu ana mo nyame nhyira.
Entutu wana mo no.
Entutu wana mo na Mr. Ajimai ka say wontimi nye. So betimi ye. Satam no Owusu bempa. Aboa papu host show bi wo Happy FM.
Okay.
Na ono so ye na adwo wo Kwaku stande MP wo Asante Achem.
Ntina
Na mfa chiri.
Okay.
Me call ye na Mr. Ajimai ni ho. Na mkotwa ntro kire kwasi sapon say.
Okay.
Mr. Ajimai say metene mu Owusu bempa.
Oh, okay.
Luckily, omo frame Mr. Ajimai no omfa. Ana kwasi apohunu say me ntimi fa Mr. Ajimai di me twantro ba na etro.
Okay.
No say ni o de kwai. Ti hona na omo kire me console ye pia ha yesi me hua radio wo dem wanam de ye.
E wo radio station.
Happy FM.
Baby out na.
Ai me twa tu manwumre na Mr. Ajimai say una na ato me say ai.
O se tena sabra.
Ana me dem wa me di gina hai.
Enti wa bo happy wa.
3 years.
Say
3 years.
3 years. To share radio so 3 years.
3 years in but me cha omo mba.
Anu anu adensa.